Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Conlon, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to accurately measure your baking ingredients. Accurate measurement is so important because baking is an unforgiving art, and one wrong measurement of one ingredient can completely ruin your recipe. So you really want to take care and make sure you're measuring everything properly. We're going to start by showing you the tools that we use. First, we have our dry ingredient measuring cups. We have our measuring spoons used for both wet and dry ingredients. And then we have our wet ingredient measuring cup that has a pour spout and measurements that you can see both from the top and from the side. We're going to start by measuring flour. I keep all my baking ingredients in these lock and lock containers to keep them fresh and to keep any pantry pests out. To measure flour, you're going to take your dry measuring cup and you're going to kind of fluff it around with a spoon a bit and then spoon the flour into your dry measuring cup. You want to have a nice mound on top that you can then level out with a straight edge. Back of a knife works perfectly. An icing spatula if you have it. So we have it overfilled here. I'm going to take the back of my knife and I'm going to just drag it across the top of the measuring cup so that the excess goes back into the container and I have perfectly measured flour. Next, we're going to measure sugar. Sugar is a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about fluffing it or anything. You can just scoop it out of the container. So we're going to take our measuring spoon and we're going to just scoop it overfilled a bit. Again, take the back of our knife and level it out. So we have a nice clean edge to our sugar that can be added right into our recipe. Next, we're going to do brown sugar. Brown sugar has to get packed down. So you're going to scoop it out of the bag or container or box, whatever you have. You're going to firmly pack it. And then again, you're going to take your knife, drag it across the top so you have a nice clean edge and you have your packed brown sugar. If you've done it right, when you scoop it out, it's going to look like a hockey puck. And I stole that from a former classmate of mine and I thought it was a great way to describe it. And that's how you're going to do your brown sugar. You're going to use your measuring spoons, and what you're going to want to do is pour it over a container that is not your mixing bowl. It's very easy to overflow a measuring spoon and you don't want that excess to go into your recipe because it'll mess it up. So if we want to do a teaspoon of vanilla, we're going to pour the vanilla over our bowl right into the measuring spoon. That way any excess goes into the bowl and not into your recipe. And you're going to make sure that you're nice and level there as well. Next, we're going to do a liquid measurement. For that, you're going to use your liquid measuring cup. Again, this has measurements on both the side and in the top. We're going to measure half a cup of water into this cup. And we can see from the top, we are just at the half cup line. And from the side as well, we're going to go down and check it, and it looks to be spot on. The last thing I'm going to show you how to measure is butter. Butter is really, really simple to measure. The main thing to know is that whether it's melted or solid, you're going to measure it before you melt it. Measurements generally are on the side of a butter stick, and they come in 4 tablespoon and 8 tablespoon sticks. So you have a half a cup of butter right here. You're going to take a sharp knife, count out how many tablespoons you want, and you're going to cut it right on that line. That's how you measure butter. Thanks for watching, everyone.